EspoCRM is one of the most feature-rich but also one of the best value CRMs on the market, especially if you are a small to medium-sized business. However, if you are a retailer or an e-commerce company that sells goods, then EspoCRM has a little trick up its sleeve in the Sales Pack, and it's something that you won't tend to find a whole lot in other CRMs. Let me show you. So here we have EspoCRM, the base page here, and with the Sales Pack, you get this tab here which shows sales and purchases. Now, under sales and purchases, you get a whole range of options that effectively allow you to make all of your inventory, sales, purchases, and orders through EspoCRM. So for example, if you go to products here, in here you will see all of the products that you have as part of your catalog. So as you see in here, there are 3 sets of products that are available through this particular demo system under electronics, accessories, and services. So if you go to electronics, for example, we are selling HD monitors, a business office, tablet speakers, and whatnot. This links on hand to the inventory that is part of the system and will give you a detail of the unit price. You can go into view each of these and it will tell you not only details of the product itself, but where each of the stock is within the inventory stations. So the warehouses in this instance, there is 8 in the main warehouse and 2 in the store, with none in the repair center. You can go to price and update that as and when necessary, and you can go to details to give all of the information should a customer or a client ask for them direct. You can edit this as and when necessary or create it as a full form. And this will show you the entire on screen along with the inventory numbers or perhaps SKU numbers if you have them. Going back to products, this can be done for all of these, including accessories and services. So if you wanted to include an installation as a product from the catalog here on a customer's order or purchase order, then all you'd have to do is add that as part of it. There's plenty of functionality in here as well. You can do mass updates by going to actions and then doing a mass update. What that will do is allow you to go to in here and pick a field that will then give you the option to change any particular field within both of those services or products and make a change across all of them. So not only does it hold all of your services, but you can then take all of them into sales and put it onto a quote, a sales quote, or an invoice, or even as part of a delivery order. So if you go to quotes in here, on this particular quotes for Irving Sports Goods, they have ordered some extra bass speakers and some cameras here. It's given everything needed, including grand total, shipping cost and tax amount, as well as sales orders, whether they've been approved or paid, and then go from there to send off to the customer, of course. All of the options here are as you'd expect. So if perhaps you are simply recreating an order again, you can duplicate. If you want to see who's made any changes or who's got access, you can view the audit log or the user access. If you're doing it to a different country and you need to change currency, that can be converted all within Espo. And not only can you send it in an email to a customer, but you can also print to a PDF and send it manually if you want to do it via a different service. You can also lock it if needs be, should there be no need to go any further with this particular quote. It's super easy to create quotes as well. Just simply go up to create quote, fill in all of the information. So if you pick an account, so let's go Irving Sports Goods again, attach it to an opportunity, which if there isn't currently one, you can create in here, give the date that this was quoted and the billing address and details. And then in the items, you can simply go to the name of the item and this will bring up your product list to enable it straight into it. This is something that you may find in other CRMs, but typically the price is quite prohibitive and usually you'll be required to have a certain amount of users in order to have this particular function. So for those who are just starting out in their retail business, this is an incredibly cost-effective way to get going. You can also do return orders in here too. So let's say, for example, you go to this return order, which you can also create. You pick the sales order that's being returned, all of the details, including everything that needs to be done as part of this return. So in this instance, it's being repaired and then sent back to the customer. And this is the monitor that was being done. And then includes all of the information that they need. So in this instance, they're paying for the shipping cost. This is included as part of this particular return. And then from there, simply go ahead and finish this up. Once it's been sent back to you, you complete the return. The purchase orders works very similar to quotes. You simply go into create a purchase order, pick the product that you'd like, and then that will include all of the details with regards to amounts and costs, and you can simply print that out or send as and when necessary. Transfer orders allow you to transfer inventory items across from one particular store to another. So in this instance, it's going from the main warehouse to the repair center. This is useful if you are perhaps opening up a company that will include goods that need to be repaired, but you want to keep the main warehouse and the repair center separate. And of course, managing all of your warehouses, which can be done on the warehouses option. So you go to the main warehouse, and this will show you everything that is currently in that particular warehouse with availability, how many are on hand, and how many are reserved. So in this instance, that would be how many have been reserved by orders that have been made by customers. And all of this is native within EspoCRM, so you don't need to use any external programs in order to get this working. And as mentioned, it is something that you'd expect to pay a lot more for in a bigger CRM, so you are getting a lot of value for money here. And it also combines well with the automation options and the business process options in the advanced pack, whereby you can automate a lot of these processes and make things as smooth as possible for yourself. If you'd like to see how the sales pack can work for your business, absolutely no problem. That's something that we can help with. And all you have to do is get in touch with us below using the link in the description to book a meeting with our team. I also mentioned the advanced pack a moment ago, and if you'd like to see more details on what that can do, including automations and reporting, you can click this link up here to take you to our overview of the advanced pack for EspoCRM. But otherwise, thank you very much for your time today, and take good care of yourselves.